Welcome back, everybody, to the Roller Girls. My name is Sam. I'll be your GM today. We are continuing our campaign of All for One, a Trail of Ash and Sand. As a quick reminder, if you like the video, like it. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. With all that said, I'll say jump into it. A quick recap, because it's been a few episodes now. Alright. So our party started their adventure back at Nexus City. They were given the assignment to travel all the way to Gorul, to speak to the Empress Tashkil, to release a general of death that they had in their custody, into the party's custody, to bring them back to Nexus City so they can be interrogated. They boarded a train to get to their destination in a quick and tidy way, but that was short-lived. They were exploded out of the caboose of the train and found themselves in the hidden Valley of Peace. They were briefly joined by a former general of death named Xavier the Hollowed, and which he perished last episode. So, last we saw our adventurers, they had just vanquished 100 servants of death, and with the only casualty being Xavier. And some of you are looking better than the others, so you guys are a little bit some of you are okay, some of you are, a little bruised. We now rejoin our party on their way to the border of Grimdur and Zara. The sun is going down and the night is approaching quickly. They have just reached the outskirts of a town called Sands Ridge, an old orc logging town that now houses the refugees from Grimdur and Velkelm. Yeah. So you guys are just walking along. You're now in the city line. You're now within this town line. Barrett goes, all right. We were supposed to check into our hotel back at 3:00. It is now 8 at night. So I don't know if we're going to have a room, because, there's a lot of refugees right here. So they may have gave up our rooms. So
hang on.
Yeah.
Because I always operated under the assumption that you could start checking in at 3:00. Am I supposed to show up to every hotel ever at 3:00 and check in?
Well, no, that's a good point. I'm pretty sure that's the start of check-in time, but they can't give away your room until it gets to the next check-in time.
Yeah.
And you're not there.
Also, they did think there was I wasn't planning us to explode off at the end of a train.
Yeah.
So
I'm just making sure that I don't mess this up.
No. You should be fine otherwise. But this is very specific circumstance. I mean, if you're planning to vacation here, again, for some reason, you might need to be a little bit more, because there's just a lot going on with all the refugees, and they're trying to house a lot of people. So there's that. So you're just walking through the downtown. You eventually get to what is known as a celebration inn. And Barrett goes in. He goes, "You guys just wait out here. I'll talk and see if we're good." As he's in, you guys hear the sounds of for copyright reasons, and the reason why I'm saying this is because of the bit from the first episode. What sounds like the March of the Gladiators going through the town, signifying that the circus is nearby.
Wait, do I recognize anyone?
If you look around, yeah. You'll probably find a couple people walking by. Definitely some circus workers that are walking through the town. They have a banner with them that's, and they're saying out, "Come see the circus tomorrow night," and blah, blah, blah. They're just doing some marketing.
We should try to swing by, not necessarily to see the show, but I probably know a lot of people who are there, and maybe some of them could help us.
Sure.
You have friends in the circus?
Yeah, I mean, ever since I went into the mountain, I've been able to, like, see if anyone in the circus network is around, and I've just been sort of doing that and couch surfing on a lot of these people's couches, probably, for the last few years. So I probably know at least some of them, especially if the full circus is here right now.
Yeah, I mean, especially if our rooms are gone, that would come in pretty clutch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true, too.
As you guys are talking about that, Bear comes out. So, yeah, so we don't have rooms here. They said we could try another hotel, but it's most likely not going to be the same. It's not going to be. We're not going to get. We're screwed. We're screwed.
No, let's try the. Can I tell where the circus is being set up?
I mean, there's like a small party of circus workers that are walking through the streets right now with these flags. So you could probably just ask them if you wanted to.
Do I recognize any of them specifically?
Yeah, you could. No roll. No roll required. I can say you recognize at least a couple of them. Some smaller gnome people.
Do I know any of their names?
Yeah, Sam. What are their names?
So I can go on.
It's a circus roster.
Yeah, Sam. I'd like you to give me the name of everybody
I'm
that works in
sorry.
this circus.
Well, in front of you is Julian, a tumbler, and his sister, Juliet.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll go up to them. Juliet, do you remember me? Hi.
Oh, quick question: are you tiny, Flora, or
I
are
can't
you...
remember. Was I tiny at the end of last episode?
You could make that.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I think I'm regular sized.
Okay.
Big sized.
Julianne goes, Flora! Oh my goodness, as I live and breathe.
Are you feeling okay?
Is the air quality? Yeah. What's up? What's up with that?
Sorry, I've been meaning to quit smoking. Yeah.
I
Hang
told
on.
you last time I saw you
No.
that it's not good for you.
No. Hang on. No. Hang on a second. I am gonna make a world's tempo check to see if he's lying about that. Because that was sus.
I asked for a name and you give me a whole suspicious backstory.
Yeah, sure. Remind me, World's Tempo. That's just I have to tell you what it is, or you have to check? Oh, you
It's
do the check.
basically a fancy insight check.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I'm
just
rolling brain plus special.
Yep.
Which is math 21
Okay,
total.
yeah. I guess.
You did it!
Yeah, he is just a smoker. He's a traveling performer. Like,
Okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine. I've known lots of people
what do you
that
have?
smoke.
What's your problem with Julian? Come on.
I don't have a problem. You just placed a very specific.
I've known
Coffin
Julian
there.
longer than I've known you.
Anyways, yes. Julian.
Damn, if we are not far removed from you blowing up a train on us, okay?
That was about.
My head is on a fucking swivel.
That was about 10 hours ago. So I thought you'd be over it by now.
Apparently not.
Juliet, we just got to town. We actually kind of had a harrowing experience getting here. And we just found out that our rooms at the inn are no longer available. Is there any chance there's a place where me and my friends could crash?
Oh, Juliet pipes up. Well, yeah, you can. There's probably a room we probably have a spare tent if you just want to hang out at the circus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, let's. Do you have to do anything, or do you want to go like right there?
I don't think we have to do anything, right? We're just looking for a place to sleep for the night on our journey. Yeah. I think we can go right there.
Okay, let me get my car. Juliet takes a little hit. She's a clown. She has oversized clown pants. She reaches a hand down, throws out a little VW bug. All right, if you guys want to pile in, we can get in there. We can get to the circus.
I'm so sorry. I think I have broken ribs right now. I think cramming into the bag of a VW bug might aggravate the injury.
Oh, it's quite roomy. It's quite roomy.
You wouldn't realize. Trust me. I've been in here before.
Okay.
All right.
There's enough room for all of us?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, let me 1 second. Opens up the back door, pulls out this oversized pencil, oversized balloon animal, a bunch of heavy weights and bowling balls and bowling pins. Yeah, I think we're good.
Haley is just like really trying to hold it together, but he is literally on the verge of death and is just
Barrett
not
goes.
having a good time right now.
Barrett goes. Yes. Sorry, I kind of used up all my healing that I got right now. So.
Can I
Wait, hold on. I can.
use my little kit that I brought with me?
Oh, sure. Yeah, if
We
you want.
didn't come up with any stats for it, but
If you want.
May I?
other than like rolling.
I mean, I know Ellinor has healing abilities, but if Marrika wanted to use her kit, it is technology, and you have an affinity towards technology. So yeah, I'd just have you roll your special die, and I would roll an opposing d20.
I can diagnose and then tell.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
actually, in that case, I won't roll against. You can diagnose. That is.
I got a 15.
15. You can it scans Haley. It pops up on the little indicator. 3 broken ribs and a slight fracture in the hip.
Oh, ow.
Ooh.
It's
Let
death. You're gonna
Let
die.
me see if I might be able to assist. I'm gonna use 2 of my points from my point shop to do the garden heals. So you get 2 life points.
Thank you. I am now at the bottom of hurt instead of the bottom of injured.
Nice.
As am I.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Haley, you're now just bruised for the most part.
Yeah.
No mortal wounds.
Ew,
Those
that
ribs.
felt weird.
If we sleep, do our injuries go
Yeah.
away like D&D?
Nope.
No.
What?
Juliet, by any chance, is the circus medic with you? I know he doesn't always come around, but I know occasionally you would have a medic come just in case someone who is training hurt themselves.
Yeah, we have Doc's in the at the like not here, but he's there.
Do you think Doc would maybe be able to heal us?
Oh, pfft. If Doc can reattach my 5 fingers on my other hand, he can definitely heal you guys.
Can I take a look at their hand and make sure that all the fingers were reattached correctly in the right spot?
All of them look fine, but you can definitely tell the fingers were originally on the right hand are now on the left hand, and vice versa.
Great. Good. Okay.
Tell that.
I'll wait till we're walking, and then I'll let everyone know out of earshot.
All right. So are you guys piling into the little bug?
Yeah, I can start filing
so.
into the clown cart.
Yeah.
All right. Juliet goes. Just look out for the little ice tray. You know, there's champagne right there, and I'm saving it for later.
Right.
Yep. And you guys get into this VW. It's like a long limousine from the inside. It's not a small little bug.
Okay. Does it have lights?
Yeah, it's like
And,
disco lights, like inside.
Is there music?
My dad
What's
loved
mine?
this song.
It's actually hard EDM.
Nice. Play.
Oh, I love this song.
It's and then dubstep.
Juliet
In
was
the
at a
90s.
party.
In the 90s, that's right.
Very interesting music.
Yeah, for sure.
Juliet, go from the
Yes.
front.
This is, of course, Sirocco by Eddard.
Juliet goes, a man of culture. Juliet now hops in the front, and you guys drive to the fairgrounds. You get to the circus fairgrounds. You see tents being pitched up. A bunch of vendor carts are being opened up, ready for a little food court rodeo that's going to happen tonight. Julian and Juliet get out and they go, "Oh, do you want to go right to Doc, or do all of you have to go to Doc? Do you want to talk to anyone specifically? I mean, Flora. Mama would love to see you.
Mama's here?
Mama's here. Yeah.
I'm going to go talk to Mama. I need to go to Doc also, but I'd like to go see Mama first.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Go. Go mend your wounds. Mama is always in her tent.
Okay.
So yeah, you make your way to the medical tent. Do you guys want to look around for anything? Is there anything you're specifically looking for, or are you just kind of vibes?
Would also like to go to the medical.
Yeah. Well, especially right. I mean, I think we all
Why don't
need.
we all go
Yes,
check
we
in
should
with
all
the
go
doctor?
to the medical.
I'll bring
Okay.
everyone over to Doc because I've met Doc before.
Yeah. All right, you guys go to the medical tent. It is it is a small VW bug, but it's all white and it has a red cross with two snakes spiraling on the side of it. The trunk pops open, and you see this little goblin man, white, crazy hair. And he goes, "Why, hello! Can I help you all?"
Hi, Doc.
Flora Foxglove.
Yeah, you remember me.
Of course I do. I've never taken so many wisdom teeth out at once.
I almost forgot about that.
Yes. Well, I just got done with doing the heart transplant for the tiger. Did you also need a tiger heart? A not working tiger heart.
We would just like some regular heels, please. We don't need anything fancy.
One regular heart, please.
I'm so sorry. I do just have to ask, what would be the purpose of putting a tiger heart in one of our bodies?
What? What do you think I am, a doctor? Sheesh.
You are a doctor.
Well, yes, that's what my name is.
Oh,
I'd also like to know how many wisdom teeth was it that Flora got taken out?
Well, I stopped counting after 32.
Okay.
And then I realized I started taking out her regular teeth. And then I put them
Did you
back.
Okay.
hey, if you're not actually a doctor, did you know that it's against the Geneva Conventions to have a red cross on your vehicle? You have to change the color of it, dog.
Who's Geneva? And why wasn't I
Some
invented?
guy.
Wait, Doc, you took out all my teeth and put them back in. Why didn't you ever tell me?
Well, you were asleep, silly. I wouldn't have woken you for something so trivial.
Oh my gosh. How confident do we feel about this?
I mean, we need healing.
This is true.
I'll go for. I mean, Doc, can you heal me first? I think it would make my friends feel a little bit more comfortable.
So that's a no to the tiger heart.
It's a no to the tiger heart, please.
That's a big no to the tiger heart.
Well, I'll have to add this to the collection. Throws it into the back of the van, into the back of the truck. the VW bug. All right. Whew. You're good.
Am I?
Yep, you're back to health. Full health.
Is she still like look alright?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I
See, I mean,
suppose.
I'm now a little bit more confused, but I told you he knew what he was doing.
I'll go next. I suppose.
Oh yes.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Doc. What is your
I'm-
name?
Ellinor.
Ellinor. Fantastic to meet you. All right. Let's go. Ooh, okay. Ooh, this is gonna be a second one. Oh, hopefully I don't miss this one. Oof.
Don't miss this
Ha!
one.
Okay, you're good.
Laura,
Full
I
health.
think there's a difference between someone knowing what they're doing and someone doing magic. And I
What?
think we're in option 2 right now.
What did that feel like? I'm just so curious.
It basically feels the sensation feels like the same like you feel like you're in a pool of carbonated water,
Oh.
just bubbles.
Oh, okay. So I'm okay now?
Yeah, you're all set.
Okay.
Is there...
I think this guy
Yeah.
actually might know.
Can I insight check the DM?
What?
Yeah, can I call bullshit right here?
I'll go next, I guess. With this bubbly healing.
Ooh, someone had some broken ribs earlier.
Yeah, it wasn't super pleasant.
Well, I
Yes,
have to
I
get
tried
my
to
X-ray
fix those.
glasses on to make sure that I didn't miss any vital organs.
See, I'm
Takes out some spirally glasses, puts them on. All right, stand still. Whew. All right, you're good.
Am I healed?
You're healed.
Can I make some kind of brain check to like figure out what exactly he's doing here?
Sure.
Can I look around for like?
Oh my
a
god, are
curtain?
you kidding me? That's a total of 6.
6. For all and as far as you know, Haley, this guy's just healing you. It's a little bit weird and unconventional, but it's working.
Would you count that as a failed check?
I would say that's a failed check.
Thank you.
Are we back up to 4 points, even though it's the same day? For a new section?
It's 3 points.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, 3. It's a new session, so 3 points.
Okay.
I would like to be healed as well.
Oh right.
There, and don't forget our very quiet friend Akari.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Who's taken a momentary vow of silence?
Well, yes.
Yeah, I don't really know what that's about. Hopefully, she'll open up about it soon.
Well, people really want to deal with. Everyone's dealing with their own situations right now. The world's kind of falling apart. I am a licensed therapist. If you do
That
need to
doesn't-
talk,
I just don't think we have the time for that, unfortunately.
I firmly and strongly believe in the benefits of therapy. I'm not sure you're the right therapist for me, but I appreciate it.
And it's important
Absolutely.
to find
It's
the right there.
I'm sure as a licensed therapist, you know it's important to find the right therapist.
absolutely. All right, let's get everybody. You know what? I'm just gonna get all in here. All right.
Wait, you could have done this all at once from the beginning?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
He's in the circus.
You're
He
in
has
the
a flair
circus,
for the
buddy.
dramatic.
All right. He's gonna look at you, Marrika, specifically, and go. Now I asked Flora. Just wanted to check. You do not need a tiger heart.
Correct. My heart's still going.
Our quiet friend really does not want a tiger heart either. No, but nobody here wants a tiger heart.
Nobody wants a tiger heart, but when they
How
need
much?
it. Well,
No.
No,
Hey,
how much?
Ruth?
Yeah, I just want to know.
I mean, what kind of condition do you want? And
Like, do you have it? Because I'll take it if you have it and you're giving it out. I don't want it in my body, but I'll take it.
you,
For what?
do you want one that's still beating or no?
Either's fine.
Okay.
Whatever you give me for
Well,
free.
meet me out back behind the big tent later tonight.
Okay. Slay.
All right. Oh, boy. I'm exhausted from all that. All y'all are fully healed.
Cool.
Thanks.
Cool.
That was maybe the scariest trip to a healer I've ever had.
Yep.
But it worked out in the end.
Well, I am licensed in the Geneva Convention, as somebody once said.
That's not. Never mind.
So yeah, you guys are on the circus grounds. Things are still getting set up, but there's plenty of things to do if you want to do anything. Barrick goes, we should probably figure out where to sleep tonight. Unless someone wants to try to go back into town and find a different hotel.
Well, Flora, you have to check in with someone, right?
I have to go see Mama. And I can ask her if she has a temp for us. It sounds like she might.
Okay.
Do
And you know, Mama, this is someone you've talked to before?
She's like our circus mother for all of us who don't like really have family figures. She sort of like takes us
Okay.
in.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah,
want to
absolutely.
meet her?
Someone's going with Flora. Absolutely.
You want
That's-
someone to come with you?
If you want, she's eccentric, but not in the same way Doc is.
What do
Someone's
you
surviving.
mean, dear?
Oh, I didn't realize Doc was still
You
here.
guys didn't say you walked
away
away.
from Doc.
I'm saying this as
Away
we
from
walk
Doc.
away. Bye, Doc.
We got away from as quick as possible.
You over here, Doc. Now, where's that giraffe?
my God.
I didn't know he took out all my teeth.
Well-
All right, anyways.
Well, he
Well-
did.
Yeah,
Barrett
that's
goes,
the
well, he did a great job putting them back, apparently.
I guess. Sure.
Well, why don't we leave Flora? If you've got to go check in with this mama, you could ask her about a tent, and I think that's probably our best bet.
Sure.
I know Ruth said that she would like someone to go with you. Would you like someone to go with you, or do you feel comfortable?
I feel
Going to see-
comfortable talking to her by myself, but if anyone else would like to meet her, you're welcome to come with me.
I want to meet her.
Barrick speaks up. I mean, unless people want to do something else, I think we should all kind of stick together for the most part. I mean, we did just explode out of a train, and we haven't really talked about that too much yet. So
That is true.
I don't think we need to talk about it.
you guys
This
are good
is
with that?
something I do. I actually have two things I want to talk about. I'll get the easy one out of the way first.
Okay.
And we can walk and talk.
Yeah.
I'll get
Can I
the-
pick up grass? Is there grass on the ground?
Yeah.
As we walk, I'd like to pick up a bunch of grass and plants that I can find.
Yeah, you've a couple like dandelions, straws of straw. So
So the first thing I want to talk about is, hey Ruth, why do you want a tiger heart?
It's not that I particularly want it, but I've been thinking about playing around with something, and I want to get supplies for it.
What are? Oh, that doesn't make me feel any better.
It's something like that really pertains to you. It's kind of a personal thing, honestly, and it's not. I mean, once I figure out something about it, then I will let you know.
So your
It-
plan is to just carry a heart with us on our journey?
Let me check something. Yes.
Haley, I think that it's her prerogative. If it's something that she wants to carry, then she can do so. Ruth, though, if it
I mean, I have a place
is
for
something,
it. It's not gonna like smell. You aren't going to have to deal with it. I have a place to put it that you'll never see.
sure, but if it is something that you need to discuss with someone, I'd like to make sure that you know that you can do that. But again,
Well, I already
this
have
is
someone
it is
that
it is your prerogative to
Yeah.
to figure out. So
I mean, I do already have someone that I can and do talk to every day, which is, of course, one. So I think I'm
Okay.
good, but thank you.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about was I wanted to apologize for the kind of gnarly way I ended the last couple of guys.
No, Barrick speaks up. You're fine, man.
I told a guy to kill himself and he did. That's kind of fucked.
I mean,
We were also being attacked by them.
yeah, in war it is kill or be killed, and like it realistically, if you didn't, one of us probably would have gone down.
I understand what you're saying. I don't like the idea that I robbed someone of their faculties and free will
That is fair.
and made them kill themselves. That was not something I ever foresaw myself doing. And I think it's kind of fucked up that I did it.
That's fair.
the fact that you've reflected on that and understand it, though, is a good sign.
No, that's very big of you to recognize that. And honestly, I would, as somebody who's dealing with a lot of his own situation, just admitting it and giving it a body verbally is way farther than most people go. So I think I want to say thank you for protecting us, though, because I think credit's given where credit's due. And thank you everyone for kicking butt back there. That was impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't able to stop Xavier from getting got.
Yeah. Well,
I can only hope that he has joined his husband now.
Well, his husband's trapped in a rock right now.
Well,
An obelisk.
they'll
Speaking of
join
that
each other
obelisk,
someday.
that obelisk is in Grimdur. We're still in Grimdur, right?
yeah, like far north of Grimdur, probably about.
But aren't we the route we're taking? Doesn't it take us kind of close to one?
We are, if you're talking about the obelisks, we're closer to the obelisk in
Zara.
Zara than we are in the one Grimdur.
Right,
We
and we'll
will
be passing kind of near that one, right?
kind of near is relative. From what the updated map I have right now, they're like we're most likely going to be pulling a far berth away from it. Like,
How much of a delay would it be to go check it out?
well, it's not necessarily time; it's more danger. There seems to be a lot of sandworms having a lot of activity around it. So, for the safety of the mission, I routed us away from it.
Do we ride the sandworms?
Can you ride the sandworms?
Yeah. I read a cool book that had sandworms in it, and they rode them.
Weird. That sounds terrifying. These are giant creatures. I personally have never seen them in person, so I can't really speak to it. But I mean, we're gonna have escorts from Gorul,
Okay.
so you could ask them.
Cool. I don't know. I just feel like it would be fun. Terrifying. but fun.
Flora, as you're, walking through the campus of this circus, you're seeing a bunch of people waving to you, all former circus performers that have, not former circus performers, people that you performed with before and traveled with before.
Hi.
Barrick speaks up. Was there anything else you want to talk about, Haley?
No, that was it. Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Well, I'll say this. Ruth, whatever you're doing with that heart, I don't want any part of it. You can do. Just keep me out of it. Legally speaking, if I don't know, I can't, if I don't know the crime, I can't be a witness, right? So,
I don't think that's the rule in the government at all. I think that's following more the letter of the rule, but not the spirit of the rule.
Okay, well, anyway, I think we're here. You see this this small little tent that has Madame Gogosh, fortune teller, on it with a little crystal ball that glows in neon signs.
So I'll go inside.
You enter the tent. You see this familiar dwarven woman with dark skin, white curly long hair, with jewelry, bangles, earrings all over her body, with long, flowy, colorful clothes, with a very friendly and inviting face. Go, my word, is that you? Flora Foxglove, my little flower. I've missed you so much. Oh, come here, come here. Oh, look at your cheeks. Look at your cheek. You're so skin. Oh, you need a food.
Mama,
No. I just made borscht. I got a hot borscht on the fresh out. Where's my chip?
He's right here.
Oh, he's so skinny. Why don't you feed him?
I feed him a lot.
You feed. He needs a bulk. Oh, so skinny, Chip. Oh, come here to mama. Come here to mama. I'll feed you. Oh, he has to bulk up for the winter. This is the time they hibernate.
He doesn't hibernate though, Mama. I've told you this before. He travels with me.
No. All right. I won't have any winter. You're gonna have dinner with me. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have girl talk. What? Why are you here? I'm sorry. I did. Sorry. Hello, Flora. How can I help you? How can Madame Gogosh help you today?
I'll give her a hug.
That's more like it, my little flower.
Mama, these are my friends.
Pull open the curtain. Friends of the Foxgloves are friends of mine. Hello. You can call me Mama.
Hi, Mama. Haley, I think she's stealing your shtick.
What shtick?
The whole fate thing.
Oh.
Mama, we were wondering. We were supposed to stay in town. We're traveling on a mission, and I'm not really supposed to talk about it too much.
Oh, the mission that you're going to go rule to speak to Cora. Yes, the bones have told me all of this before, so you'll find.
Sometimes it's still unnerving that you just. Well, okay, yeah. So we're doing that thing, but we need a place to stay. Would we be able to have a tent for the night here?
Of course. And you can stay at my tent if you want. If you all want, we have plenty of room here. They have food and plenty of pillows.
I think my friends might want a little bit more privacy, but I'll come and chat with you, of course.
Fine, these little whippersnappers thinking they have all the room in the world. I will make arrangements so they all have their own tents. If that suffices.
That would be wonderful.
Now, great. Now, come. Let's all come in. We're gonna have some tea and some nice food.
That sounds great.
Great. Cool. So you all come into the tent. Mama puts on a kettle. Any preference of tea that anyone has? Herbal, root,
Got any black tea?
It's 9:00 at night.
Rooibos.
Do you have any black tea? I will reiterate the question. The time of night doesn't bother me.
Yeah. Yes, I have. I have black tea. Sugar? Anybody?
Sure.
Do you have any honey?
Oh, I have. I have. The best honey comes from Velkelm. Okay. Last time we traveled there was before the whole the invasion. But last time we were there, I grabbed 70 jars of the best honey that you can get there in the whole world, and I have made. I'll give you some. Do you want 5?
I think 5 is a lot.
We'll just take one, Mama.
Yeah.
We'll just take a. Yeah, we don't need 5 jars of honey.
Fine. Just making sure my kids are okay. Breaking my heart. It's okay. Yeah.
It's
So
just a lot to carry.
I understand. Not everyone is as strong as Mama. So she pours you all tea. You guys all get the tea that you want. You were all sitting down in Mama Gogosh is tent, and you're all having tea. Mama goes, so you were all traveling pretty far. Do you have any concerns of what your mission entails, or maybe I can do a reading for you, if you wish.
I was actually thinking, Mama, since you know what our mission is and you've been traveling a bit, maybe you would be able to tell me and my friends a little bit about what's been going on. Like we know the stuff with Death's Veil and stuff like that, but I think a lot of us have sort of been in our own little bubble recently, just where we've been living. I don't know if you've seen anything or have any information you could maybe pass on to us to give us a better idea of what we're up against.
You want to know about Death and his army that he's raising, correct? Is that what you're asking about?
If you have any insight, I think we would take it.
I can give you what I can. As those of you who are familiar with the history of Death itself, Death was once a elven man, a political figure in his territories. Mm-hmm. Before he was basically chosen to be Death by Kassar. And as she said Kassar, she turns over to you, Ellinor, points at you, goes, I'm sure Kassar has mentioned this once or twice to you.
Was it?
Or not Kassar, Solar. Sorry.
Solar. Okay.
I got two similar names, and my brain
That's
went
okay.
whoop. Yes. So, Death. I'm sure Solar has told you before of the tale before. But not a lot of people know he was seen as a good man, but he wasn't actually a good man. He did a lot of business trades that weren't very helpful for his people, and it turned out to be a lot worse. So I always saw it coming that he would turn out to be a bad guy. But
how old are you?
Who never
don't just
ask a
ask.
lady that? Huh.
This is I'm sorry. I just. You are acting as if you remember this. This was.
Of course I remember. I see all that is and all that was. Haley, as you're looking at Mama, you see not necessarily her, but a figure standing behind her.
Yeah. I kind of was. I was gonna see if I could make some kind of check about this. Can I tell that that's the lines between, or that she's connected to the lines between in some way?
You can tell that she's connected to the lines between. This is not the entity that you know already. You've met already.
Okay. What is the one who behind her? What's the figure behind her look like?
You can see almost like a centaur, but not a horse body and a human head, torso and head. It is a lion's body with a dwarven torso and head that has wings, very similar to like a sphinx.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Also, for a second, I thought you were going to say a centaur, but like the other way around.
Yes, human horse head. It's actually BoJack Man.
It's just BoJack Horseman.
No.
Yes. She goes on. She says, "To an end of what death wants to." What his overall plan is, I don't necessarily know exactly. What I can guess is that he wants everyone to either worship him or be dead so they can forcibly worship them. Before this whole kerfuffle that he is having, this whole tantrum that he's having, there was people would die, they would be judged by judgment, and then death would bring them to their respective afterlives. If they were a good person, they went to hell, and they would, go and be tormented by death's lover, or go to the afterlife, or be recycled by if they chose to.
So, okay. What do you know about Dad's relative? The lines between?
Oh, that guy. He's an old fuddy-duddy. He was an old human man. At one point, he was a great performer, and when he died, he met with the former lines between and took over the position, and then...
How many lines between have there been? How many deaths have there been?
Death has only been one. There's only been one death. Lines between is it's a taxing position, you know. They like to retire every couple 100,000 years or so. So... could be for many, many years. I mean, we would have to talk to Kassar about that, because Kassar was the first lines between, and then he oversees all the other ones.
Okay. The lines between, are there any other gods or demigods related to or connected to the lines between?
Well, there's Chance. Not necessarily a demigod, but more just like a entity that became of a being. And then there is Guidance is also one. That's only the two that I know of.
Okay.
As you're talking, she sips her tea a little bit, and in the steam of the cup, you can see the lines flicker, almost growing from the smoke, the steam itself.
I have a connection to the lines between, and so I'm just trying to understand more about them.
Oh, I mean, I'm well aware of your connection to that guy. He's kind of a jerk, you know. I get that.
How did you get, if you don't mind me asking, these prophetic powers?
Well, it's a very common thing for circus performers to read the futures and fates, but there has to be something.
Sure, but it's not always real.
No, it's not always real. Someone sometimes has to step in a little bit and fabricate it. Make a little bit of truth from the reading. That's what I came in. Flora, you've never seen this form that she drops the glimmer that was her dwarven form. And you see this big sphinx. Big, basically the size of a horse. And go, I was formerly the lines between at one point, and then I fell in love with a mortal, and I gave up my post. So.
Okay. Are you like immortal still, or are you gonna die someday?
Death does come for us all, and he just happens to not have looked my way in quite some time. Yes.
If the current lines between were to step aside, what would happen to him?
Well, his successor would be put in its place, which is you.
Right. But the guy who's currently there, what's going to happen to him? I mean, you stopped being that.
Oh, retirement. We pick a realm that one made before this world, and then we typically retire there. I picked this one.
Sorry, this isn't totally connected to our mission. I'm just...
It's more connected than you probably think.
Well, it doesn't make me feel better. Someone else go.
Would anyone like a reading, or would anyone like to know what's in store for them?
General reading of our group would be very helpful, but before that, I wanted to know if you had any potted plants that you would part with.
See, all of my potted plants are like my children, so I don't necessarily like to give away them. But I did just cultivate some spider plants, so I will give you some, and then next time we meet, because we will meet again, at least I'm hoping we do, you give me a cultivation back from that plant. So
Okay.
I'll be right back. Let me get that real quick.
With the dirt.
Well, of course with the dirt. What?
Okay, just want to make sure.
I'm not a monster. I mean, I literally am what one would consider a monster right now. But let me turn back into my form.
Thanks.
Can I just ask? Because you're taking one of Mama's plants. Is this... Are you combining this with the... Mama's out of sight, right? Mama's going and getting the
Yeah.
plant.
Planting a fungus.
You're doing soil things with said heart?
Yeah, I want to make sure that the plant is in soil.
Okay.
Does the heart have to be in soil?
Not necessarily. The heart is kind of a separate experiment I'm kind of working on.
Oh, these are experiments.
They're not
You
experiments.
talking
I shouldn't say experiments. It's like a yeah. Not like an experiment, like a medical experiment. You know.
Ruth, what are your thoughts about you were able a couple times now have been able to wield some pretty impressive powers lent to you by one.
I think we've all had pretty impressive
No,
powers.
no, I know, but yours specifically come from one. I just, I'm still caught on these damn obelisks.
I don't want to talk about the obelisks.
Why?
I don't know. I get really nervous when we talk about the obelisks.
Why?
I feel like one asked me to like destroy them, which is
Okay.
fine.
So,
But that seems like kind of a crazy thing to do. And a lot to put on a person.
but if you are so faithful in one, don't you think they have a reason for asking you to do that?
Yes. Sure. And that's kind of what I've been grappling with for the last 5 years, you know?
Sure. I didn't realize that this obelisk thing was something one had already talked to you about. Ever since Xavier told us the story of what the deal is with those obelisks, I felt bad about it. And I felt like we learned what they were for a reason.
No, I agree.
Which is crazy because I am a firm non-believer in fate, but here we go. I don't know. I know that we're not necessarily passing directly by it, but I sure would be interested in checking one of these things out, even if it's not on this mission.
Yeah. We're not going to be close to the one in Zara.
Barrick speaks up, goes, again, it's kind of what depends on what you mean by close. Like relatively, like it would add maybe half a day to go visit it. But again,
But it's dangerous.
it's very dangerous.
Right.
We could ask the guides to see if they're like we're getting a military escort essentially, right? Like to get through. So we could ask them.
But is that not crazy to hear this? Like, Barrick, you work for the government, and the government of the Great Alliance was in charge of creating these obelisks to keep us safe. But then when you hear about us potentially destroying them, you don't say anything.
My personal feelings on the obelisks, I don't necessarily think that it was the best use of their power at the Great Alliance. As history has written, there was a rumor that there was going to be an attack from the giants or the orcs or the dragons. But and I have studied this extensively. There's no solid evidence that they were going to actually attack. So it was all based off of fear, and I don't know who spearheaded this fear mongering, but from my conversations with Liam McCarthy, he doesn't even know exactly how it all started. So I'm for getting rid of them. I think they're kind of an eyesore, to be honest with you.
I think this is also, and don't ask me how, but I just had the feeling that these obelisks, what they did to the world, what they did to the dragons and the giants and the people, right? People got sucked up into these things. I just feel like somehow it's connected with everything that's going on with death. Don't ask me how, but like, I don't know. It seems like things have been unbalanced for a long time. And obviously death is part of that, but I think the obelisks are also part of that.
At this point, Mama comes back into the room with the potted plant for Ruth. Here. The mother is, her name is Dahlia. Feel free to name this whenever you wish. Not too much water, not too much sunlight, but enough.
Okay, thank you.
So we want a general read for the group, or does people want individual reads?
What do you think
I don't want
would
to
be
know
better?
my personal future, but
I'd like to observe your technique.
Of course, I'm happy to teach those who are destined to take my old.
Yeah, because my direct predecessor hasn't been a whole lot of help here, so.
Yeah,
in
like
that-
I said, I think he's kind of an asshole. All right.
Were you his direct predecessor?
No,
Or was
no,
there
no, no,
someone
no.
in between?
No. There was probably at least 100 in between.
100?
Mm-hmm.
I repeat my question. How old are you?
You never ask a lady her age.
Being rude, Haley.
I invite you in my tent. I give you my honey. And, oh,
You're like, I'm sorry. It's just,
well,
she looks great.
you look great.
thank you.
And I would love to know what your skincare routine is.
Moisturization, lots of carrots, lots of vitamin D and C, and sunscreen. Put more sunscreen than you think you need. That is really the key for good skin.
2 fingers.
Exactly. See? The destroyer gets it.
Okay, well, we don't need to.
The
Forgot the name.
destroyer?
Sorry, let's go back to the reading. All right. Everyone has their teacups. Fantastic. Put them all down, and then let the steam billow into the air, and you see a little bit of fire magic kind of spark out from her fingertips to boil the water just a little bit. It stands up in the air. Haley, you're observing this, and you see that this part is purely theatrical.
Sure.
She takes the lines that cross between all of you, pulls them in, and she kind of braids them a little bit in her hands. She's just kind of like over, under, and then she pulls them taut. And then she peers into the lines. No one else can see this, but you can see this. And you see visions of flashing lights and various things. And she says the following: I see your battle with death will last longer than you all wish it would. Casualties upon casualties that cannot be saved. I see one of you taking a great risk for a loved one. I see you traveling to unwritten lands that I have not seen the top of a map in lifetimes. I see a lot of fire. I see a lot of heartache. And I see redemption. Redemption of the ones that have been forgotten. Not of you, not of this world, not of in this room, but yeah. I see 5 black pillars. I see them blocking out my light. I cannot see past this. It's something powerful. All right. That's all I got for you.
Cheery.
Fire and Heartache would be a rad name for an album.
Feel free to use it whenever your band gets back together.
I think
Well.
Barrick's gonna die.
He's right there.
Yeah. Hey, Ruth. I know you want to get that heart and everything, and that has nothing to do with that statement, right?
I forgot he was with us. I'm sorry.
I know I'm abrasive, but holy shit.
Because isn't Barrick's sister work for the Zara people, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's someone taking a great risk for a loved one.
Well, also, Barrick's brother is a general death.
Yes, many such
Got
cases.
family all over the place.
Barrick, maybe.
Barrick's got some death flags going.
Hey, Barrick, maybe we should go back home.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. I don't care what this fortune teller tells me. Like, I'm gonna ride this through. And also, you have no idea if that's referring to me.
I just have a hunch.
And if we went off hunches, then we would have not blown out of the train this morning.
Hey,
Fair.
hey. I will let you know, we still ended up at that fucking fire that I saw in the vision, and we lived. So, actually, it all worked out. Thank you very much.
Mama Gugosh pipes up. Oh, so you have been using your powers. That's very good to know.
Kinda. It was a dream. I haven't done what you just did before.
Well, you can always ask the lines for more detail. You can just.
I will.
Wait, you can ask for more detail?
I will try to.
Can you ask them for more detail about who's gonna make a great sacrifice for a loved one?
Yeah, let's look into that.
Can I
Let's
try?
run the tape back on that.
Sam the GM will allow you to pick one of your teammates, one of your party members, to decipher more information on.
I'm gonna go with Ruth because I'm really skeeved out about that heart stuff, and
It's
also,
really not that weird.
and also in Mama's vision, she mentioned the obelisks, or she mentioned pillars, but you know, that's the fucking.
Aren't there only 3 obelisks?
Mama,
No, I think there's.
Mama said
I thought
there's currently 3 in the world that you know of, but
But she
Mama
said
said
5.
5.
Yeah.
They still could be.
No, yeah, but it's concerning
I
that
still feel like
there's
there's a
2 more.
connection there,
It's
right?
concerning there's 2 more.
Right. So that's why I'm picking Ruth, because the one told her to destroy obelisks, which we just learned, and it's something very much resembling the obelisks just came up, and so I'm gonna try and do a little future read with the lines on Ruth.
Sure.
I'm not gonna do the theatrical stuff. I'm just gonna try to do it.
Mama goes, oh, but you're not selling it. But okay, fine, whatever.
I'm sorry. Hold on, and I'll play a spooky chord on my guitar,
Spooky, scary skeleton.
and then I'll try it. What kind of check do I need to make?
So, since you're specifically reading one individual person, I'm gonna have you just roll a d20, and Mama's gonna ask you. Now you have to be specific. Are these things that you want to possibly, that could be or will be? That's always the question you have to look at after. I always look at the what could be and not will be, but sometimes they get mixed up.
Oh, but I thought I thought the future wasn't set in stone until it happened.
Well,
so how could there be a could be and a will be at the same time?
Well, the sun will blow up, but it could be tomorrow or it could be 5 billion years from now.
Okay.
In that sense, there are some things that are definite in everyone's future.
Sure. Like, we're all going to die someday.
That's more not definite.
Everybody but me is going to die someday.
Okay, sure, if you say it.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to look for what could be, I guess.
Mhm.
Specifically with the obelisks and Ruth.
Okay. Just roll me a d20. Tell me what you get.
Oh, boy. I don't get to add anything to this?
Nope.
It's a 6.
6. Okay. You, after you play your spooky tune, Ruth's future line appears in your hand. You can pull it closer to get a better view. You see what could be. You see Ruth standing in front of the obelisks. You see Ruth touching the obelisks. And you see everyone around the obelisks, including yourself, being drawn into the obelisks.
Huh.
Madame Gogosh goes, did you see what you wanted to see or what you didn't want to see?
Well, I saw something. I don't know. In some version of events, Ruth, when you touch an obelisk, we all get sucked into it. I don't know if that. Well, it's a could be. That could happen. Something else could happen. I don't know. I didn't see other options. That's the only one I saw. The current lines, told me that there's always at least 3 options with anything. So, in at least one version of events, we get sucked into the obelisk. I don't know if that is... I mean, obviously it doesn't sound good to get sucked into one of the obelisks, but I don't know if that's a prerequisite for us to destroy the obelisks or not.
Mm-hmm.
And if one asks you to destroy the obelisk, I mean, it would certainly imply that it is possible to destroy them. But I don't know if we have enough information yet.
Yeah, that's great. And that's actually something I had never considered in my 5.5-year spiral. So consider that a new fear unlocked. And something that's absolutely going to scare me for the rest of my life. I didn't even think about the possibility that everyone could get sucked into the obelisk and everyone around me could die.
Well, it doesn't sound like you die when you go inside. It sounds like you get trapped in there. But yeah.
Oh, right. And that is better than dying.
I mean, still not great.
There could be a
right?
world in there. We don't know what it's like.
We don't. That's true. We don't know what it's
there
like.
There could be a whole mini civilization of.
Maybe we need to
go.
go.
Really good time. If they were having a good time, would one have asked me to destroy it?
Maybe they're having too good of a time.
I think we need to get more information about this before we try to do something with the obelisks. And
if the obelisks are destroyed, does everyone move on to the next life? Does everyone just come out of the obelisks and now there are tens of thousands of people that need homes? Refugees?
No.
Are they going to be angry and do a war?
Right. I'm definitely still on the we need to destroy the obelisks boat. But I do think we need more time to learn about them and how to do this safely and as satisfactorily as possible for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Barrick speaks up and goes, so this is kind of confirming that we shouldn't go to the obelisk?
Yeah, I guess you win, Barrick.
Aw, I hate when I win.
I don't think that's true. I think you love it when you win.
I absolutely love when I win.
Oh, you were telling us, you were trying to convince us not to go.
Yeah, I know. That
Yeah,
was
he wins. He's
Yeah.
happy. He's happy that we're delaying going there because
Oh, I see. I gotcha.
I'm saying I now don't think we should go there because we don't have enough information yet.
Yeah.
I don't know how we find more information about it.
Madam Gogosh goes, well, you could always find the library in Gorel.
Where are you in where?
The city that you're traveling to. Let me relook. Yeah, Gorul.
The obelisk library. Here lies information on the obelisks.
No.
There's a library.
No, but Kora Tashkil has all information about most things.
Of course she does. That's right.
You just gotta find the library.
Yeah, secret hidden library. Great. Add that to our long laundry list of things to do.
Well, I guess first things first, we have to get there, right? That's thing number one. Obviously, this journey has not been going particularly smoothly thus far.
Doesn't someone else need something in the library? That's already been mentioned. Did one of y'all need something in the library? No? Okay. Never mind.
I don't know. Maybe Akari, but I just don't remember.
Out of character. Elizabeth Foster did ask Marrika to look up for any research for possible cures to Death's Veil.
Got it.
So, if we find the library, maybe on the way back we can stop at the obelisk.
Barrett goes, I mean, sure. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
If we have enough information to proceed. If we still don't feel like we have enough information, we'll finish this whole trip and then we'll go book some more time in the library.
Sure.
Or something.
Yeah.
The only thing about that library is that she doesn't let other outsiders in it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Maybe
because
we just need to ask really nice.
well, so Foster did say that it's because you can't find it. So Barrick, we might need your sister's help with that.
Yeah, I can ask Amy if she can help, but yeah. Barrett goes, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting kind of tired. I think I want to pack up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mama, it was great meeting you. I bid you a good night. Mama goes, oh, of course, Barrick. And send Amy my regards. She's a very sweet girl.
How do you know his sister? I suppose you probably know everybody, don't you, Mama?
Oh, no, not everybody. Just everybody important.
Mama knows a lot of people.
And now I know all of you. So
Aren't
that
we
means you're
all
important.
in the end?
Yes, that was the hint I was getting at. Thank you for explaining my joke. I appreciate that. You can now leave my tent. Thank you.
Good job, Haley. You offended Mama.
Hey, I have never pretended I'm not abrasive.
Flashback to Ruth saying, I think Barrick's gonna die.
Forgot he was there.
Yep. So you all leave, and there's tents, one for each of you, set up just outside of Mama's tent. And yeah, you guys can take a rest if you want. Ruth, are you still going to get that tiger's heart?
Yeah, I want it.
Okay. Are you trying
We
to
don't have to play it out. Just tell me how much I need. If you don't want to.
Do you want me to go with you? I mean, I know Doc and
Sure.
okay.
I have no secrets. He was the one that wanted to do it behind a tent.
Sure.
Okay.
I also found out today he took all my teeth out and put it back in, so he's a little nutty, but
Yeah,
we love
that
him.
was absolutely bonkers. That was bonkers of him to admit in front of all of us before healing us.
I can't believe that I found out that way and not soon after it happened, but
So you meet Doc behind the big tent. He goes, all right, now you are the one that wanted the 60 kilos of pixie dust, correct?
No,
I wanted the tiger heart.
Doc, what are you doing?
Oh, yes, the tiger heart.
And I know that you asked if I wanted beating or not beating, and I would like beating if that's still on the table.
Well, it's not on the table, it's in my pocket.
I'd like beating if it's still in your pocket.
Oh. Certainly. I can certainly make beating happen. All right.
Okay.
1 second. He turns his back to you, reaches into his overcoat pocket. Not that one, not that heart. Oh, where'd I put that heart? Not that heart, not that heart, not that heart. Oh, that's mine. All right. 1 second. Ah, yes.
Nightmare.
Still beating lion's heart.
That will work, yeah.
No, you said tiger. Sorry, let me put that back. That's for the other clients that's meeting me in the next 2 minutes. They're picking up the pixie dust.
So they're getting the lion's heart that's still beating and pixie dust.
Doctor-patient confidentiality. I don't ask questions.
HIPAA has been violated.
Who's HIPAA?
HIPAA hates to see Doc coming.
Pulls it. He goes, oh, it was the other pocket. My bad. He'll go.
Thank you.
Tiger heart. Still beating.
Great. Do I need to pay you for this?
Oh, just don't tell anyone you ever saw me. I'm
Wonderful.
wanted in 6 dimensions.
I can do that. Amazing. I'm so glad you healed us and took out all of Flora's wisdom teeth and real teeth. That was great. Thank you so much. It was definitely an interesting thing doing business with you, Doc.
Why, certainly. And Ruth, I love your mother. She's a gem on TV. A beautiful woman.
Doc, why are you watching that? Does that even align with your beliefs?
Oh,
Yeah,
certainly
you
not.
follow
I just watch it for the comments that people make. Oh, boo-hoo. My farm is on a drought. Oh, boo-hoo. You think the one is gonna listen to them? It's all shit.
Endearing.
That's the Doc
Thank
I
you
know.
so much.
Absolutely. Now, just remember, you never saw me.
Never saw you. I hope I forget. Yep. I sure do.
To be clear, this was your choice.
I know, but he just is wild.
Night falls. You all go to sleep. You wake up.
Real quick, so sorry to do more talking.
You're fine.
While Ruth and Flora are out, I want to check in with Ellinor and just say, like, hey, what's your read on all of this? Because I'm trying to figure things out. I know you said you have a connection to Solaire, I mean, do you have any... Have they given you any wisdom, any advice? Do you have any wisdom or advice about this? Everything?
I wish I did, but this is much more complicated than I was anticipating getting into. I suppose I could try to reach out to Solar and see if they might have some sort of suggestion.
Did you tell us about the dream you had on the train or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I just, because that was the one about death, right?
Yeah, that was the first time that you interacted with death. Yes.
Okay. I
Yeah,
mean,
no.
I mean, you know, certainly I have a somewhat contentious relationship with the lines between my patrons. So if you don't want to talk to Solaire, I get that. I just...
I mean, I've not had difficult conversations with Solar themselves, exactly. So I could reach out, but it does take a bit of effort, and I am quite tired after today. So perhaps tomorrow?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well,
I do
thank you.
apologize, but
No, don't
this
apologize.
is all so much to take in.
Yeah, you're telling me. You're telling me. Um, well, I can't imagine this is what you were expecting at this
I
junction.
mean, I did go into the mountain saying that I needed a new adventure. I suppose I was looking for a different kind of art class or something. Although
Yeah,
I guess I've tried
yeah,
most of those.
yeah. Like underwater
So,
basket weaving or something. Yeah.
oh, that sounds very interesting. Maybe I'll try that if we make it back.
Yeah, yeah. I think if anyone could do it, it might be you. That's for
Well,
sure.
thank you.
Um, okay. Well, thanks. You just seem to be someone who really takes everything all in and interjects at the most opportune time. And I am, as you can tell, not that person. I don't know how to shut the hell up.
Well, I appreciate that. Sometimes it's better to listen
Yeah,
before jumping to conclusions, we'll say.
sure. I'll try and work on that.
It does take time. So, I wasn't always this way.
Well, according to Mama, I'm gonna have all the time in the world once I'm in my new job. So, all right. Well, good talk. And then, hey, maybe Ruth will take all of our hearts out of our bodies or something while we're sleeping, and then we won't
I
have to worry about this anymore.
I really don't think that she has malice towards any of us. She
No, I don't think so either. I get the sense that she's bottling a lot up. But
Well, I've noticed her and Akari speaking a bit more, so perhaps that friendship will allow both of them to open up a little bit more.
Yeah. Sam, do you remember who Akari had the conversation with about being afraid of getting too close to someone?
That was Marrika.
It was
With
Marrika.
Okay. So I don't have any context for that. I'm just like, yeah, I hope. I hope so. I think they both seem like they need someone in their age bracket in their life.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so.
All right. Well, good night. Thank you.
If there's anything else I could assist with,
Yeah. Thanks. I don't know. I just have. I don't know. It's been a weird. It's been a weird few years, and it's been an even weirder few days. So,
it's been a weird 24 hours.
it's been a weird 24
I was gonna
hours.
say it's you've been on the road for about 30 something hours. So like,
So just trying to square all of it away. But I appreciate it. And hey, same goes for you.
Thank you.
And that's
Think-
it. Sam.
I'll be getting to bed.
Yeah.
you all retire to your respective tents. Ellinor, it's not the lowest lavish thing in lavish tent. You're basically just sleeping with a sleeping bag on the ground. But you can feel the presence of a little woodland creature scurrying around and turning the hard dirt underneath you into soft moss. And a little raccoon paw touches your shoulder, and just kind of you feel the weight of a like a cat essentially sleeping on your chest tonight.
Oh.
You wake up the next day. You say goodbye to the circus. The person you know as Doc goes, "Just remember, you never met me."
Boy, I wish that were true.
How could we ever forget him?
And you make your way to the border. And that is where we'll end it tonight. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. And next time, we're actually in Zara. So,
Whoa.
woohoo! You guys have officially been traveling for 2 days.
Yay! 2 days, baby! 2 days!
All right.
It's been a traumatic 2 days.
We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.